most important thing to remember, guys, before I start the dogs to work, is the largest threat to our sheep is a fox. We have no wolves, coyotes or bears. So when you see the sheep graze the open mountains, as you will in your travels, there's nobody with them. There's nothing protecting them. It's not required. We do need to collect our sheep regularly, and that's work for the dogs. We need to check their health. Are they okay? We have shearing the wool, selection for market, and the list goes on. I've got a few sheep there to give you an idea of what the dog is capable of. I'd also like to show you the dog is in charge of where the sheep will go. So as I take them from there to here, it won't be in a straight, immediate and fast line. We'll move them in different directions in a snake-like fashion to show you the dog is in control. Go. Now the first thing I'll do is bring the few on the left over to join the few on the right, and then we'll zigzag a bit as we go.
Oh my gosh.
You needn't pay too much attention to this whistle you hear me blowing on. I'll explain that to you in due course.
Nope.
What if it's funny? You can sing the sheep. Why do I find it so funny? It's so funny.
Let me show you how easy it is to change the direction of the sheep.
He's just laying down.
I know it's for the dog, but thank you anyway. Sometimes we move sheep over long journeys and they would need to rest. If I order the dog to lay down, the danger to the sheep is over and they can rest. If we're moving large numbers of sheep, we can always send a little bit of help.
Oh, look how cute he is. Oh, look at him go. This is like a dog's dream.
Now then. Thank you so much. Sometimes we collect our sheep and we will need to make selections. Maybe we need big from small. Maybe we need so many lambs to take to market. So like somebody in horseback cutting steers from a herd, we use the dogs in similar fashion. To show you selection, I'll do it twice. And each time I select, we'll make it 2 sheep. So I'll take 2 first, and then 2 will come and join them. To do this properly, guys, I need to take the sheep out there a little ways. Come by.
gosh, this dog is like, he's ready to pounce. They're like choosing two sheep that they want.
Choose two, so that one took the or three.
They're so tired.
Now to make selections, one of the dogs will help me separate, and one will collect and watch any selections I make. When I have a beer at the weekend, he watches over my drink just like that. So, dogs are smiling, shepherd smiling, cheese.
What?
Said cheese,
Set 'em
like
up
he's
in a
smiling
picture.
for.
Oh, jeez.
A dog has 4 basic signals to learn and to follow. Forward, stop, left and right. So while I'm here, let's have a little look at right and left. Each dog is trained with its own set of signals. It's not a different language, it's just different signals. So I get to use each dog independently. Yep. Sit. When the dog is walking half a mile in the distance, then it's far easier to signal by whistle. And this time have a little listen. You'll pick up on the difference. Now, by ordering the dog around the sheep, I can move them pretty much anywhere I like. For example, if I place the dog behind the sheep, I can move them forward. Oh boy, take time.
I know. The dog is having the time of his life.
If I place the dog beyond the sheep, I can bring them back.
What a sheep.
If I place the dog on the right of the sheep, I can move them left. Away. And if I place the dog on the left, I can move them to the right. So basically, folks, where I place the dog will decide where the sheep will go. Now, hopefully all that's beginning to make sense to everybody before I make these sheep dizzy. Lie down. Now, some of you are not familiar with sheep, and you're probably wondering, why should a sheep have fear for a dog? Dogs are descendants of predators like wolves. They have predator eyes. When they walk in a predatory fashion. So as they get closer to the sheep feel threatened and they move. Now we'll slow all this down a bit and you'll get to see what I mean. We'll use the dog in the distance first, And then we'll use this side here. Right. 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 Walk. Walk. Right. Walk. Right. Walk. Come by. Lie down.
I know. He's just like.
Now that's as clear as I can make it, everybody. When the dog lays down, the threat doesn't exist. If I'm out collecting my sheep in reality, I'll take 3 or 4 dogs so I can change them if they're tired. It's the whole reason the signals are different. Back, go, steady, sit down, come by, sit, walk, come by, lie down, back, steady with you, here, sit down, sit, away, right, walk on, lie down, back, go away. Lie down. Back. Hey, hey. Rick, that'll do. Rick. Now if I'm moving a large group of sheep, to keep the group together and moving forward, place a dog on either side. With a dog on either side of the sheep, they move a lot faster, because not alone are they trying to keep an eye on one predator, they're trying to keep an eye on 2, and watch for it. That'll do. Max. Max. Stand still. Stand. Away. Here. 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 The variety of sheep folks are Scotch Mountain sheep, and they are the ideal variety of sheep for the rough terrain above us. Their first use is for their lamb, and their wool is destined for tweed, like a jacket or a suit. The dog variety, I'm sure you already know, they are border collies, and we choose them for our job for their directability. Steady with you. Come by. Steady with you. The training of a dog to maximum potential can take all of 1.5 years. They don't learn all at once from beginning to end. They learn a bit like we do ourselves. As we grow and mature, we take on more difficult things. When we're moving sheep, it could be 5 or 6 miles. So we teach the dog to do it respectfully. When you walk sheep 6 miles, you'll get there. The hearing of any dog is 7 times better than human. For example, Rick, that'll do.
Oh, yeah.